What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share and also comment. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. Thank you so much for the love and support, and greetings to my brothers and sisters all the way from Caribbean country. So guys, in today's video I just want to show you how Africans love Jamaica. Although some of the Africans that are still in denial that Jamaica, it is not in Africa. Majority of Africans, they are not happy because Jamaica, it is not in Africa. And also there's some videos I want to share with you of Africans, how they are expressing their love, their concern about Jamaica, and also how they are they are still in denial that Jamaica, it is part of Africa. Jamaica, it is not in Caribbean. Jamaica, it is supposed to be in Africa. So this is to show you that some of the African people, they still love Jamaica. And also on this video, our sister, she's also saying that they moved away, our brothers and sisters, but the umbilical cord of Africa and Jamaica, it is still connected. So guys, I don't want to talk much. Watch this video, then I'll come back with more explanation.
This is spiritual. The love Africans have for Jamaicans, it's really, really spiritual, people. I know a lot of you are going to think that's crazy, but that is true. It's like you cannot convince an African at some point in their lives that Jamaica is not an African country. They will literally pull out pictures of Jamaicans and they'll say, yeah, and they are African. Then you'll say to them, okay, point where they are in Africa, and then they'll be all blank and they'll be traumatized when they discover that Jamaica is actually an island in the Caribbean. I was traumatized when I discovered that, so I'm talking from experience. So then my ancestors say to me, it's spiritual. The connection between Jamaicans and Africans is spiritual. That connection that broke between African Americans and Africans because of slavery did not break with Jamaicans. It remained like the cord, the umbilical cord between the Africans and the African Americans. It broke during slavery, but it did not break with the Jamaicans. It remained strong. They remained tagged into the source. So what was the reason? What is the reason that they were tagged into the source and remained tagged into the source? The women, they had very strong metaphysical scientists who were women, and they were like leading them. It's almost like one of their leaders, one of their very first leaders who did what she did. I think I remember her name. Wherever she was very, very metaphysically strong. She did rituals along with others which kept the cord, the umbilical cord, intact, because she thought one day they were going to be able to get on boats and go home. And she didn't want to lose that connection. Literally, yeah, I'm listening to them talking. Literally, that's why for Africans, Jamaica is in Africa, no matter what. It's a spiritual connection that has remained over hundreds of years and will remain for eternity. Isn't that fascinating? I think that's amazing. I think that's cool. And yes, I still think it's a travesty that Jamaica is not in Africa.
Ghana feels like Jamaica. Ghana even smells like Jamaica. Even some of your language is similar to Jamaica. So, the way some of the villages talk, I don't know what you call it. We call it patois, but you guys speak and you say, adekam. And, that kind of, it's similar to patois.
Pidgin.
Yeah, pidgin, there you go. So pidgin and patois, very similar. And, even some of the tree language, like there are people in Jamaica that still use certain words. So some of the foods are the same.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video from our African sister, and also she's not happy because Jamaica, it is not in Africa. And also she's telling us that it is very, very difficult and it is very hard to convince an African that Jamaica, it is not in Africa. Jamaica, it is not here in Africa. Jamaica, it is not one of the African countries. So it is very hard to convince African people that Jamaica, it is not in Africa, because most of us, we were growing to know that Jamaica, it is in Africa. Jamaica, it is one of the African country. But when we are growing up, we have come to realize when we are seeing the African map, we cannot see Jamaica in the African map. Yeah, that's really what our sister, she's telling us, that it is very difficult to tell African people that Jamaica, it is not in Africa. Simply because, you know, like for me, when I was growing up, I usually listen to a lot of reggae music. Here in Kenya, the radios were playing, they love playing reggae music from Jamaica. So because of listening to too much of reggae music from Jamaica, I usually knew that Jamaica, it is part of the Africa. Jamaica, it is one of the African country, because even when I saw to the TV, I will saw artist with dreadlocks singing, a black person singing. So because of seeing how this artist singing and also the color, so I knew that Jamaica, it is one of the African country. But when I grew up, I came to realize that, oh, Jamaica, it is not even in the African map. So I came to realize that Jamaica, it is in Caribbean. Jamaica, it is one of the Caribbean country. And that's why our sister, she's saying that it is very hard to convince. Yes, it is very hard to convince people that Jamaica, it is not in Africa. And also, guys, because of that, many Africans, they are not happy. And also, guys, another thing I wanted to tell you is about that although Jamaica, it is not in Africa, but we still have a deep connection. We still have spiritual connection. Why do you think Jamaica always come to rescue Africa? It is because of the deep connection that we have. And also our sister, she has said that the umbilical cord of Jamaicans and Africa, it is still connected. Yeah, the umbilical cord, it is still connected. Although they moved our brothers and sisters from here in Africa to the Caribbean, the distance is so huge, but we still have deep connection. Our umbilical cord with Jamaican's umbilical cord, it is still connected, is still intact. And this is the reason why Jamaicans love Africa. Jamaicans, they cannot sit down and see someone destroying the name of Africa. Yeah, and vice versa. Even us here in Africa, we love Jamaica. Recently, our biggest YouTubers, they have traveled from here in Africa to go in Jamaica. They have shown how Jamaica it is. And I usually tell you, when African, you are going to Jamaica, when Jamaica, they realize you are coming from Africa, they will treat you like a king or like a queen. And that's the fact. I've seen that in some of our YouTubers, our big YouTubers who have gone there. And also, guys, I'm proud of Jamaicans also. You know, in the Caribbean, Jamaican, it is the first country to accept the roots from Africa. And Jamaicans, they really love Africa. You know what I love also about Jamaicans? Jamaicans, they are the first Caribbean country to accept the roots from Africa. Jamaica, majority of Jamaicans, they love Africa. Majority of them, they wish to come here in Africa. But you know how far it is, and also the flight, it is very expensive. That's why majority of Jamaicans, it is hard for them to come here in Africa because of the flight. It is very expensive. I don't know why these people, they have made Jamaica and Africa trip flight to be expensive. And also, we don't have one flight that it is going direct from Jamaica to Africa or Africa to Jamaica. We should be looking forward, at least they should give us a one direct flight from one of the African country straight to Jamaica. Yeah, we all need that, because if you have that, we'll be flight will be going to Jamaica, like each and every weekend will be flying to Jamaica. The Jamaicans will be coming here in Africa. So these people, they don't want to give us a direct flight. And also for us African, if you want to go to Jamaica, we must use the in transit from Europe, so it is difficult. But even though our brothers and sisters, they were moved away from Africa, and also they have made it difficult, we still have deep connection. And also Jamaicans, they love to embrace Africa. And also what I can tell you, you know how much Jamaican love Africa. These our brothers and sisters, they were moved away during slavery. Majority of them, they were from West Africa. They were moved away from West Africa to Caribbean. Although they went through hard slavery, they were forced to do this forced labor in the slavery period. They didn't forget African culture. They didn't forget African language. And that's why in the patois language, you will still find some African words in the patois language. That's to show you that these people, they still love Africa. Jamaicans, they still love Africa. The African, it is still in their blood. And that's why Jamaica, it is the, I think it is the one of the one of the many country which it is in the Caribbean, it has accepted the roots from Africa. And also they have proven it, because you can see the culture. We have similarity culture between West African culture and Jamaican culture. It is similar. Go to the patois language, you will still find some of the African words inside patois language. That to show you that our brothers and sisters, they love Africa. The African, it is still in their blood. Although they went through that hardship, those slavery, forced labor, they didn't forget Africa. Yeah, they didn't forget. You know, if these people, if they want to forget Africa, they will forget it long time ago. But they still preserved African language, and they put it in the patois language. That's to show you that these people, they really love Africa. And also us here, Africa, we really love Jamaica. You know, Jamaica, it has some, Jamaica, it has influenced some of our African leaders, like our first president, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. He was saying that Marcus Garvey, he got his influence from Marcus Garvey. So Marcus Garvey was becoming a role model to some of the African leaders, Nelson Mandela, Robert Mugabe, our president, Jomo Kenyatta. So all these leaders were being influenced by Marcus Garvey, and also how Marcus Garvey, he was fighting for the rights of the black people. He was fighting that black people, we should unite. He was fighting so that the black people should know their roots. Yeah, and all of these African leaders were influenced by Marcus Garvey. And also, apart from that, also Jamaica, it has some of the role models that African people, we are still looking up to. Like Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, he has become a role model to our children here in Africa. Yeah, Usain Bolt, he has influenced a lot of children. He's the role model. And also Jamaica itself, it is a dream destination to many of African people. So Jamaicans, they are living our dream destination. You can imagine. That's why most Africans, they love Jamaica. We embrace Jamaica so much. And thank you, Jamaica, for always standing with Africa. Because I know these people, some of the people, they have come here in Africa, they have painted African bad names. They have shown you bad things here in Africa, but Jamaica, it has stand with Africa. Jamaica, it has proven to have a deep connection with African. Even you can go even to the Jamaican history. You cannot read Jamaican history without seeing any Africa, without reading their roots from Africa. That it is not a Jamaican history. Jamaican history, it has African. The roots where they came from, it is Africa. And also I have come across of some of the videos to majority, to a few people of Jamaicans, their denial of their roots, they are denying that they are not from Africa, they are Jamaicans, they were born in Jamaica. Yes, for me, I cannot convince you that, because all I know is, yes, you may be born in Jamaica, you may be growing up and living in Jamaica, but there is where you came from, where your grandfather, where your forefather, where your ancestry came from. It is in Africa. So where you came from, it is Africa. But you were born and grew up in Jamaica. So that's why I'm telling you that I love Jamaica. I cannot sit down and see some people destroying Jamaica and I'm not talking to. And that's why majority of people, they are telling me, Dash, why are you keeping on talking about Jamaica? And you are not in Jamaica. You are not a Jamaica. Yes, I agree, I'm not in Jamaica. I'm not a Jamaica, but Jamaica, it is in my heart. Jamaica, it is running through my blood. So I really love Jamaica because they are our brothers and sisters from here in Africa. And also they have shown me some much love and support. Also, I really want to come to Jamaica. One of you help me. Right now I'm processing my visa. You can imagine, one of you Jamaicans help me to acquire my passport so that I can go, so that I can come to Jamaica. And also I have found like 2 or 3 hosts who they are ready to host me when I first land in Jamaica. And I have remembered that I've told you, when you are coming from Africa, when you land in Jamaica, they immediately realize you are coming from Africa. My friend, you will be treated like a queen or like a queen. Jamaicans, they are just a vibe. Jamaicans love Africa. We still have that deep connection with Jamaica. Why do you think it is very easy for Jamaicans and Africa to get along or to vibe easily? It is because we have deep connection with them. That's why it is very easy for Africans to vibe with Jamaica. Very easy. And also you can go and see to our brothers and sisters who they were there before. You will see how they were interacting with Jamaicans. You can see how they were welcomed. You can see how they were just vibing with Jamaicans. So this is to prove to you that Jamaicans, they are really love Africa. Although we are coming to realize that Jamaica, it is not one of the African country, but we still have that deep connection. I wish Jamaica, it will be in Africa. I wish it could be in Africa. But it is all well, because Jamaica, it represents Africa outside Africa. Jamaica, it is the fatherland. Jamaica, it is African country, which it is not in Africa. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I want to leave it like that, because if I want to talk about Jamaica, I will keep on talking about Jamaica till the night ends. But I'm planning to do a live stream to talk more about Jamaica. And also thank you so much guys for always supporting me. Right now we are heading to 20,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. And also don't skip any ad, because that's the where I get my small payment from YouTube. If you see any advert, kindly don't skip. And also you can join, you can become my member through joining button. You can see we have a joining button. I think it is this side or this one, the circle, it has been written join. You can join there. You can pay a small amount so that you can help this channel to grow financially. And also like this video, subscribe, and see you on my next one. Bye bye guys.